Does anybody else feel like even though they have found pretty good partners in their lives, they still want to be alone? It's not that those people are not nice people or great people, but it's more so that they don't fulfill certain things that you need in order to really be your best self. I gotta be honest with y'all, in all transparency, I'm going through a breakup right now. My partner is currently, he's amazing. He's great. He's a great person, hardworking, loyal, generous, kind, funny, and all the great characteristics that you can think of that a guy that you would want. But there are 2 to 3 things that he does not do for me that I really, really need. And he has improved a lot over the 3 years that we've been together, but I've reached a point where instead of just asking for these things repeatedly, I just rather be alone.
She belongs to the streets.
Fellas, a bird always makes her way back to the streets, bro. Don't matter how hard you try to save a bird, she's gonna eventually make her way back to the streets. This man just wasted 3 years of his life trying to save a bird only for her to return back to the streets. And whenever a bird is ready to return back to the streets, she always got some silly excuse. It's just these two things that he does that I don't like. And I'm tired of being in this relationship. Fellas, some women just belong in the streets, bro. That's why if you meet a woman, if she's over the age of 30 and she's single, more than likely she's single for a reason. If she's been single for the past 2 years, she's single for a reason. You gotta leave those women alone because you can't save a bird, bro. This woman look like she's in her 30s or maybe 40s, and she's heading back to the streets after 3 years. And it's like I always tell you dudes, bro, a bird will find a simp, drain his energy, power up, and return back to the streets. That's pretty much what she just did. Listen to how she described the man. Fellas, be wise out here, bro. For real.
Deprioritizing dating has helped me to become a lot more intentional. Like, even when I meet someone, I'm very intentional with the questions that I ask them within the first 30 seconds of us meeting. I mean, it's like I'm not wasting my time. Based on those questions, I can tell if this is somebody that I would like to even continue conversing with. See, nobody ever sat down and taught me how to date. I feel like most women have not been taught how to date. There are strategies and techniques to dating. I would just meet somebody and be like, oh, he cute, he a vibe. Now we in a whole situationship. Now I'm realizing like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? I'm starting to learn the real him. He's starting to learn the real me. And we realize after we done dove head first into this little fling that we ain't what each other want. Being intentional with everything in life is important. The other day I was at this pool party and I met this guy. This chocolate fine. Oh my goodness. But after talking to him for 10 minutes, I already knew like where to place him, right? Because I knew the questions to ask. See, I understand that in a relationship, looks fade. It don't matter how fine somebody is. After you done been with that person for 2 years, they ain't as fine as they was when you first met them. The fun only lasts so long. I don't need just random fun from no jump off. And these are all things that we should be taught when dating, because so many times we get into these serious relationships with somebody just because, oh, I was having fun with him. He was so much fun, or he was spending a lot of money on me. And now you pregnant. This person is a horrible person. You don't even like this person. There's some things that, you really won't be able to gauge or find out within the first 10 minutes of talking to somebody. You continue to pay attention to how this person operates. Because a lot of times we see the signs in the beginning. People show who they are, and we just choose to ignore it or act like we could change it or fix it, trying to be Barbara the Builder. And the key is, when you see them signs, exit left as soon as you can. don't stick around a second longer. Just being intentional and knowing what you want, what you don't want is very important. You might have to write out a list of your do's, your don'ts, your non-negotiables. Get very specific. Get very, very intentional with your goals. When we buy something from AyeQ and we go to read them directions on how to put the furniture together, the more specific they are in those instructions, the easier it is for us to put the desk together. That's how we got to be with our own goals. We got to be very intentional and very specific. Maybe some of these tips that I gave y'all can help save y'all some time. And honestly, this can be applied to everything in life. Relationships, jobs, just everyday decisions that we are making in life. The word of the day is intention.
See, this is why the best thing a man could do in 2024 is to focus on himself. This is a woman who left a 12-year marriage just to return back to the streets to explore different men because she got tired of being a housewife. And this is what happens whenever a man tries to wife a bird. This is just sad, man. When it comes to these women, take your time, bro. Really get to know that woman first, because these women could waste 12 years of your life only to realize that you were living a lie, only to realize that this woman been acting the whole time like she loved you, but all along she been itching to return back to the streets to date different men. Sad. Fellas, be wise out here.
This man gets caught up at airport, invites two girls on the same trip to Disney World with kids.
So like, I just stand right there and I turn around and I see you again. So I'm just trying to figure out what we supposed to do, even though you don't know me.
You was bringing it with you? Okay, go. Oh, okay. So what's she talking about? So who is this? You don't know who the fuck this is. Who is this?
Y'all have a good trip.
Brandon for Providence. Providence is on 13. Providence 13. Denver on 14. And San Juan on 12. Hartford on 11. Hartford on 11. If you arrived in from Providence, that's 13. Denver on 14. San Juan on 12. Providence will be on 11. Carousel 11.
And that's the man you with. And that's the man you with.
No, I'm saying you came all the way down here.
I didn't pay for it though. The fact that you're gonna leave me at the airport with my baby, that's weird.
Okay, so he paid me out of here. He paid me out of here. He paid me.
You wanna see my Texas?
Let's see the Texas.
If you gonna fight me, don't
fight
get on
you.
that one.
I'm not
And he no, but he know that. Look, cause that's wrong. Cause that's wrong. Like, what the fuck? How long y'all been together?
A while, a long time. We just got back together.
Y'all had the little girl?
And I'm not his baby
Oh,
mama.
you're not his baby mama? At all?
No. He told you I was his baby mama and I just...
Yeah, he said my baby mama popped up.
I'm your baby mama that popped
And you
up
just blew the
randomly
fuck out of
came.
him. He said you just blew the fuck out of him.
I blew the fuck out of you. I blew the fuck out of you and randomly came.
Come on now.
So you still trying to drag her and then trying to leave me, like. But what was you gonna do though when I kept texting you and calling you? Like, what was you gonna do? No, but I'm trying to figure out, like, even if he would have said something, like, he could have explained all this without this happening.
I'm not his baby mama. We live together. I'm just his girlfriend.
And I knew something like that was going on because he never invited me to Frankfurt. And I'm like, what do you got going on at this house?
Frankfurt?
He said he lived in Frankfurt.
Oh, that's what he told you to live there for 2 years?
I never been to his house.
So where y'all hang out? I didn't got that.
We go out and we get rooms.
Y'all went to Nando's before?
Yeah.
Just recently?
He probably talked to other girls, girl.
So
He
you
probably
said-
talked
you
to a
said
lot of
y'all
girls.
you said
The
he-
last time I talked to him, I asked him for $1,000 and he gave it to me. And he came over, like, every time he leak up.
You said y'all recently were just fucking?
The last time, he's the only one I've been with.
Since when? When was the last time y'all been together?
Maybe like a couple weeks ago.
Where you live
We use a condom though. I don't fucking row.
Where you live at?
I stay in the city.
No,
Cause
I'm not
we
that type
on
of
and off talk, like we're not in a relationship.
No, right. No.
You know, like, so
I'm
we
not mad at
on
you,
and off
right.
talk.
It's niggas. I just want to know, like, I just want to know.
My thing is this: what was you planning on doing? Was you gonna leave me at the fucking airport? I'm trying to figure out. I guess y'all was gonna go to y'all room, and then he's gonna be like, "Are you still at the airport? I'm finna go." Like, what was you gonna do? And then some girl that was talking to me on the plane. She was trying to I was trying to figure out, like, if maybe she can give me a fucking ride to the hotel that he got. And the hotel.
Oh, you got your room?
Yeah, he sent me this when
Go ahead.
He sent me this when we was on the plane when we landed, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, y'all finna go to this big house? So apparently it's gonna be a house. Everybody's gonna be at the house and shit, right?
Yeah. I'm his baby mama that blew him, girl. I ain't even got no kids.
Wow.
I don't even have no kids.
I mean, I'm not embarrassed. This shit never happened to me before, and then he's not my boyfriend, so I don't feel no type of way. My thing
I'm
is
not
that
embarrassed.
I'm just out here, and it's just this is crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy, and I don't know what type of. He's like, oh, be cool, like, this my everything. I mean, I don't. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, who all of a sudden is your everything?
He said that to you?
Who all? Because he said his other phone had died. So I'm trying to figure out who all of a sudden is your everything? The kids or the girl? Like, who's all of a sudden your everything? Because you just told me your baby mama popped up and just blew the fuck out of you.
I'm not his baby mama. We live
She just
together. We
told
own
some babe. I could just show you.
Nah, this right here is crazy, fellas. This is exactly why you don't feed the birds, bro. Because when you feed the birds, things like this are gonna happen. A scheduled conflict. Fellas, stop feeding the birds, man. Just stop it. Before you guys leave, let me just say thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the SDC fam. And if you guys appreciated the content, go ahead and show some love right now and like and subscribe. Do so for your boy right now. Go ahead.
Hey y'all, get ready with me while I tell you guys how I got caught cheating for the first time. This is not a funny matter, and I started doing my skincare and I realized, let me just record a story time while doing a get ready with me. Okay, so this is not funny at all. Like, I don't support cheating at all, but I only did this because that person that I did it to was a dog and they deserved it. Okay, this is not, also, by the way, not my current boyfriend. This is someone from, like, my past. This story takes place literally around this time last year. I feel like everyone's summer of 2023 was just so, like, what the fuck. So the reason why I did this also, I'm not, like, trying to excuse why I did this, but I feel like there is, like, an valid excuse as to why I did this. And I didn't do anything crazy. I was just texting other boys. Like, this wasn't like, I wasn't linking people. I wasn't doing nothing with people. I was just texting other boys. So yeah, so I literally just did this because he was a cheater and he was doing way worse to me, and I got, like, fed up because karma wasn't working and I was really mad. So I was like, I need to be karma, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it myself. So basically, I was dealing with this person for like 2 months at the time when I got, like, caught, and basically, like, throughout those 2 months, I was being loyal. Like, I was actually doing my job. I was being loyal. I was, you know, doing what I was supposed to do. And he wasn't. He was like, he went out kind of a lot, like, to parties and stuff, and he wasn't doing his job. He was dogging me. Like, there was, like, a point where I stopped being loyal to him, though, and it was, like, 2 weeks before I got caught up. Because I just remember, like, it was, like, a really specific moment where I found him talking to, like, this other girl, and it was, like, this girl that kept popping up in our, like, relationship, and I was, like, getting sick of it. And it was, like, a really big, like, crazy moment, because, and then it just made me be like, you know what, like, he's still not respecting me, so I'm gonna give him his little karma. Anyways, so to the story. So basically, I caught him up, and I was, like, sick at that point. I was like, no, like, this is, like, done. Like, I remember I was crying at work when I found out this huge thing that he did. And I was like, yeah, no, like, I'm done. Like, I can't keep staying with this person. Like, but I was like, I can't leave him. Like, I can't leave him. Like, I'm addicted. I can't leave. So I was like,
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.